over 6 hours.
I'm still actually live on Zoom. You can hear the ladies talking in the background.
We'll have to find out from you after that seminar how it went, because
they're still chit-chatting.
I'm curious to see how it plays out, because I know the guy who organized it, and I'll be curious to hear how it goes.
Well, if Deb's going to be in Portland, that's a great draw.
Hey everybody, hi Keiko. I'm just waiting to end the Zoom call. They're having a little chitter chatter about something first before we go. Bye ladies. Okay, we're off the Zoom. Yeah, we were just having a little chitter chatter, having our little social half hour, and the ladies started talking about something just as I was having to end it, so I let them finish their little chitter chatter. I'm just gonna put this up here. How are you doing? Hi, Virginia's back. Yeah. So did you say you would come to, you wouldn't come all the way to Portland, would you, Virginia? That's kind of far away from where you are. Aren't you sort of in the middle south? Not where, I'm trying to think of where Alabama is. Middle south, isn't it? Hey, Val. How's everybody doing? I'm doing very good. I was, showing everybody. Showing the ladies, on Zoom. Oh, that's the piece that I'm doing later. I'm now lying on the ground. I was telling some of the ladies some of the things that is coming up that are new. Hi, Rhonda. So I'm just going to wait a minute, and then I will tell a few things before we get started. It's I'm really looking forward to going to Vegas next week just to get away. It's supposed to be beautiful there. It's going to be low 30s. Well, so I guess that's high 80s, low 90s up there. So we're really looking forward to it. Yeah. So I think we're there for 6 days. Hi, Judy. I think we're there for 6 days. So yeah, I'm excited. I will be putting a video up of our hobby horse. See if I don't even know where it is. Where is my hobby horse? Where is the hobby horse? Is it here? It's somewhere. Oh, I know. I put it, see? I'm trying to do good. So this is the hobby horse. I put it in a little baggie and everything. I'm trying to be very responsible. So this is the one that I'm gonna. This is the one I would have done next week, but because I won't be here, I'm going to put the do it and put the recording up, and I'll put the instructions and everything up too. So that's the hobby horse. So I will do that. Probably on Saturday. I have hockey tomorrow. So, but you never know. I might do it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Not sure. Oh, I have to show you. So I was at Dollar Tree the other day, and I just love these. These are so cool. This is called canvas pads. So it's 100% natural cotton canvas sheets. So they're sheets, right? Look at these. These are so cool. So these ones are, this is like the unbleached side, and this is the bleached side. I'm going to use these. I think these look super cool. So expect me to use these in a craft coming your way, because I really like those. What else did I get? I got... picked up some other things. I'm trying to remember what they were. Oh yeah, I got these. See, these are very neat too. Look at these. Where's the camera? Oh, camera's on. Yep, this side. Okay. So yeah, so these are like little tiny pieces of gold. These these ones, and these ones are like little teeny tiny gold balls. So I'm going to use these in something cool, maybe some Christmassy kind of thing, I think. I was talking to Lindsay. She said she got a really good response from people ordering the chalk paint. I ordered a ton. So I think it's supposed to come next week. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. They have this color called Black Currant chalk paint. Ooh, I'm going to be using that. I tell you, that one looks so pretty. What else? I told you all about the seminar, and that Discover Distributing sent me, hi Pam, sent me a bunch of stuff, is sending me a bunch of things for giveaways. I've got brushes and stencils. I'm getting Deb to cut out a couple of kits new kits that I'm going to be giving away. I have some kits here. I have some stencils and stamps here. I'm going to be giving away some patterns and some pieces. And I'm also going to be giving away the 2 pieces that we're painting too. So lots of giveaways in the seminar. So today, I had no idea what I was doing today. You know, that's just the way it is. Because I've been crazy busy trying to get organized and everything to go away, making sure everything, you know, I wanted to do. So this is the kit, the latest kit that I did. Oops. So this is the latest kit that I did, the birdhouse. So I actually got all of these put together. So when I came back, they would be there, that I would be able to send them out. Also, I'll be putting up, when I come back, the new, the projects for, I think is it June? For June. Yeah, June. So Deb's cutting them all out for me while I'm away. Hi, Joyce. While I'm away. And so that I can maybe even have those all packaged up before I come back. So just so you know, no kits are going out this week or have gone out this week. If you ordered if you haven't gotten your invoice, then when did I mail the last ones? Let me look. I mailed the last ones on, is it the 24th? The 23rd. So they've all gone out on the 23rd. If you ordered after, I don't know, maybe the 21st, you won't get them until I come back. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Kathy. So if you're wondering if yours has gone out, if you've gotten an invoice, it's gone out. If you haven't gotten an invoice, it might not have gone out just because I actually still have a few invoices to do. So yeah, I have to get to those maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow before I go. Before I go, I'll make sure I get to them. Yeah, so anyway, these ones are all packaged up and ready to go. And then I was trying to think of what I wanted to do for today. And I actually wanted another one that'll go with this. Like I want to do a set of 3 of them, but I want them to all kind of coordinate. So I did one, and that's what we're doing today. So this is the one we're doing today. This one's Cheep. You know, birds go cheep, 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 chirp, chirp, cheep, chirp. Anyway, so I did this one, and today, so this one is going to be in Deb Paints Whimsy. This is the one I'm going to show you today. I just think it's so pretty, and it's going to look so nice in I might put it in my dining room, I think. Maybe living room. I think I'll put the set of 3 because I'm going to do another one. But I think I might do I'm going to get another one cut out, but a different, I think a little bit different of a shape, but still stay with all the same color scheme and flower or decoupage paper, you know, variation of it. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So I am going to, oh, I actually have to, let me just come here. I have to go to Deb Paints Whimsy so that I can actually make sure that I can see that I'm not falling off okay, now there I am, and it's nice and clear. See, when I get to go live, it's nice and clear and pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna put that over there. This one here, and I'm going to bring this over, go down, see you in a minute. I think I can go to turn this baby like this. And I'm just gonna bring this closer because I really hate shadows. Bring that up a bit. So I can bring that over a bit. All right, try this. This seems to be a little, I'm just gonna plug in the light that goes on this side. I'm getting a lot of extra light from the big bay window there on that side. So I think I'm just gonna bring a little bit of light here. Oh, yeah, that's better. Okay. So this is the piece that I use. You can see it's nice and thick. So this is just another shelf sitter. Here's my wax paper. I really like to use wax paper. I just realized that I'm almost out of this one. I'm just going to put it over here. So I literally just did a wash on this. You can see on the back. See this? It's just a nice wash. So, and I use, this is the color that I use. This is Home Decor Chalk, and this is Sage. It's a lot like Deco Art Vintage. Maybe just a little bit maybe more of a, maybe a tad bit more of a greeny tone to it. I think the Vintage is a little bit bluer. But I wanted to use this one, so I'm gonna. Now I'm just gonna spray some water on this wax paper. I'm gonna dump a little bit out. Do not need a lot. And I have, so these are just these really cheap little brushes from the dollar store. I use these all the time. I'm just going to pull some of this into the water that I sprayed on. I'm just going to wash it on. Now, if you find that you put too much on, there's too much color, not enough water, you can spray it. Do a little dab of a little spray just to make it a bit more of a wash, or you can wipe it off with a piece of paper towel, whichever one you feel like doing. And I'm going to do both sides with this color. I like these cheap little brushes from the dollar store. Get them from Dollarama here in Canada. And I think they come in a package of like 10 for like $1.25. I'm just going to dry this. If I can bring this up a little bit more. might be a little bit too much. Down a little bit. I just want to dry this. This wood that I'm using is cedar. I believe she cut this from cedar. So I found when I did this one, if I used too much water, that it actually kind of bled a little bit of the, you know, the oranginess from the cedar through. So I had to actually do a couple, sand it and do a couple coats. But this one doesn't seem to be doing it too much, so I'm okay with it. Let's see if I can bring this light a little bit closer over this. And now I just want to do a little bit on the sides. Oh, I should look and see. Looking for comments. Here we are. Oh, yes, I will do one. No vacation for Deb. Yeah, I am going to do an autumn birdhouse. I actually have some really gorgeous pieces to put on it. I love birdhouses. I think they are gorgeous little decorations. You can put them anywhere in any room. A little bit more. I like to do the bottom. I don't like to leave that unfinished. And I'll do it a little bit more opaque. It doesn't need to be washed on the bottom. And I'm going to do some up here. We're putting a roof on, but I just kind of like to make sure that it's covered. Just, I don't know. You never know. So let's just get that covered too. Okay, I'm just going to dry this off. I did give this wood just a really light sanding first. Oh, hey ladies, am I frozen? Hi Roxanne, how's my girl? Can you guys tell me if I'm frozen or not? Am I frozen, or is it just me that it's frozen for? It does that for some reason. Is it frozen? Not frozen, okay. For some reason, my iPad seems to freeze sometimes. Keep pressing the thing, but I might have to just come back to me. I don't know why it does that sometimes on my iPad, but it does. I'm quite sure it's just to irritate the bejingles out of me. Okay, so I've done the blue, and you can see that it's just a really nice soft wash. And then I want to give it a really, so this is, I think, 320 grit. So I'm actually gonna sand it over my garbage can. Oh, actually, I'll do it right here on this. I'll do it over this. I just want to give it a really soft sanding. There we are. And now I wanted to, and then I did a white wash over this also. Oops. Yeah, I do. I keep freezing for some reason. Okay, so hopefully, someone, if you see me go, I can't see for some crazy reason. If you see me go off the out of camera range, or you know, I'm wiggly piggly or anything, would you Someone just send me a message and let me know, because I can't see. We will yell at you. Well, thank you, honey. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this. I want to do a little wash. So I'm just going to pull some of this white in. I'm going to do just a wash over this. Now with this white, I did take a piece of paper towel and I wiped it off. Need a little bit more water. And I'm just going to wipe that off. Do a little bit on the sides. Just wash it off. Wipe it off. And up here. And now I'm just going to dry all this, and then I'm going to come back in and just kind of add a few little swipes of white. Everybody having a good day? How are you feeling, Roxanne? Roxanne was sick. Her allergies. Did you figure out if you were sick or allergies, honey? Do we know? Doth we know, dear? Her husband was away. No voice. Well, I bet Craig's her husband, is probably thrilled. I would miss it if you couldn't talk to me, mind you. He might not be as sweet as me, though. Okay, so this is dry. Hey, hey. Are you saying like, hey, as in like, hey, hi? Or are you going, hey? The second one? Okay. I took one of these brushes. I have a million of these brushes. These are just cheap, long bristled brushes. And I picked up a little bit of now the color I used was Milk Jug. It's a really pretty color. And that's what I did the wash into. And I just wanted to kind of add a little, see if you can see this. I can't tell if you can. Oh, the second, yes. I figured it was the second, honey. The second, so I just wanted to add a few little kind of white stripes, white markings to this. And I just did them kind of higgledy-piggledy. No rhyme or reason. Sure, these look nothing like the ones that I originally did or in the same place. But there. Just like that. And then I took some of the blue, the same blue that I did. My hubby, he's doing the little sneezy. We can see it. Oh, can you see it? See? Coming here behind here. Has that one got glitter on it? It does. I don't want one with glitter on it. Okay. Now I want to splatter this. Shocking. Debbie splattering. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of this water and put it by the blue here. And just pick, oh, well, crap on a cracker. I actually wanted white, but that's okay. I'll come back into the white. I don't know what I was thinking. I do splatter with blue, but not yet. So I just want a little dollop of the white. And I'm going to splatter this. And I'm going to do both sides and also both the front and the back and the sides with this white splatter. And then I'm going to dry them off. But isn't this just a pretty, isn't this so pretty? I love the colors on this. Turned out so soft. I have another iPad down here somewhere. It's gonna, oh, I wonder if I can, if it'll show it that I'm moving on this one. Isn't that awful? I have to see if it is. Oh, something else I was going to tell y'all is Jubilee Fabrics has got some new fabric in. They've got their new order in. I think they get another one, I think she said in August. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a lot of the Christmassy colors. But they got a lot in. So if you ever order from Jubilee Fabrics and you've been waiting for some of their new pieces, they are out. Let's see if I'm frozen on this one. No, I don't appear to be. I'll try this one. See if this one. The fabric is beautiful. I was so excited when they saw that they had a new one, so I, of course, put in a big order for it. But yeah, I love their fabric. I'm going to add a little bit more splatter here. I love how soft this looks. Isn't it pretty? I'm just going to do some along the sides here. And I'll dry that off. You don't see much of this because the paper covers the front. You'll see it on the back. Something else you can do on the back also is if you have a really pretty stamp or a stencil that you like, you can add more interest to the back by doing that. Just adding a little bit of it. La 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 la. La 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 la. This is the most boring part, is drying things. And listening to me talk. Quite boring. Okay. Okay, so you can see we've got the splatter. See how nice and pretty and soft this is? It looks so nice. I love this. So pretty. So I'm just going to put that there while I do the roof. And I really only used 2 colors on this. So this is the roof. And I'm hoping this one is quite cedary. There's a astounding word. It is quite orangey. So I'm going to see how this works with this milk jug, if some of the orange is going to show through, and I'm going to end up having to do maybe a little bit more, maybe, you know, coats than I did on the other one, just because this one is quite orangey, this roof, but it's not a big deal. I think actually I'll use this brush. And I'm not doing like just a wash on this. I am going to paint it. I don't mind if some of the grain shows through. You can see where some of the grain, I keep forgetting the camera's on this side, where some of the grain is showing through. That's fine. I just want to make sure I cover up the actual wood color. Is Craig making you dinner tonight, Roxanne? Since you're not feeling good? And he's been away golfing for 5 days and owes you a lot of meals now? Her husband is older than her, so he's retired. Yeah, I picked up a couple of new fabrics too that they have gotten in. They're just so pretty. So this is just done in milk jug again. I'm going to dry this off. I'm going to do another coat on this because it's really absorbing the chalk paint. And seems somebody got it all over their hands, as usual. I honestly don't know how I do that, but I really do. So the milk jug is a really pretty color. It is a really creamy white. Which I just love. Ow. Okay, so I'm going to do another coat on here because that's just a little bit too much still coming through of the grain. I still want to make that a little bit more opaque. Hoping one more coat. I think I did 2 coats on the other one. Now I have 2 of these birdhouses. Not sure what I'm going to do with the other one. There, I think that's better. A little bit more opaque, but you can still see some of the grain through, which I think looks kind of cool. Send it to me. Oh, and for those that have asked me to save the surface for the winter snowman that I'm doing in the at the Zoom seminar for the Illinois Heartland Decorative Artists, I will mail those out when I get back. I want to make sure that you have lots of time to get them. So I'm going to mail them out right away when I get back. I'm just wondering if I want to do another coat. I think I do. It doesn't have to be fabulous. I just think it should be a little bit more opaque than that. There. When you dry it, it seems to get a little bit lighter. So. Is anybody doing anything exciting this summer? Going anywhere? Going on any big trips or anything? Cruises? Going to Europe? Anybody doing anything exciting out there in the group? No? Nobody's doing anything exciting? Okay, now I want to sand these. And then I will splatter this. But I just want to take a little bit off on these edges. Oh, exciting. Guess what happened? So, you know The Amazing Race, the show The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race Canada came to our town. they were filming here earlier in the week. So that was exciting. And then I'm just going to do a little bit along this edge. Just these edges here. Don't have to go too nutsy. If you find when you put your, you know, after you've done all your wash and everything, that you think it's still kind of dark, it didn't come out as soft, and you want it softer, just give it all, the whole thing, a really light sanding. I had to do that with the other one because I decided that I wanted it a little, I feel like I've got paint up my nose. I wanted it a little bit lighter. I'm going to paint and paint and paint. When are you painting and painting and painting? Oh, that's what you're doing. That's your holiday is painting and painting and painting. Do you have lots to paint, Rhonda? I have this gorgeous color, this Distress ink, and it is Distress ink Iced Spruce. Pretty, pretty, pretty color. So we're going to use this to distress some of this. But first I want to give this a little splatter. And I'm going to use the blue. So I'm just going to use this chalk finish sage to splatter the roof here. I'm going to do the inside too. You never know when someone's going to flip it upside down and look under. I'm just going to dry that off a bit. And let's see, it looks kind of old. And you can actually wax this too by putting the blue down first, then putting the wax on, and then putting the milk jug or whatever white you choose to use. Just to give it a you know, old rusticy look. Oh, yeah. Hopefully you're not talking about painting your house, Rhonda. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as like painting for fun. So we're just going to dry these little bee speckles up. Okay, now I'm going to show you this. So this Distress ink is called Ice Spruce. It is so pretty. I'm just going to move this over to the side before I wear a lot of it. I'm going to put you right there. And I'm going to grab one of my brushes. Which one has some blue on it? I was using one earlier, so let's use the one that I was using earlier. Craft painting. Good girl, Rhonda. Good girl. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to just, whoops, do a little brush up the side like this. Up the bottom. Now, I don't like to put too much on because I love the softness of this, and I'm probably going to end up sanding this a little bit just to soften this blue spruce. Is that what it's called, blue spruce? Ice spruce. So yeah, so it would look really pretty if you take the back side of the birdhouse and put a really nice stamp. You can do a saying on there if you have a really cute saying. I have this stamp. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This one. which I think I might, wouldn't it look pretty if I did like Dream up there, this along the back or something? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we should do that, ladies. I didn't do it on the original one. Oops, let's move this up. However, it might look really pretty on this one, and then give it a little sanding. Okay, that's the front, so this is the back. So let's try this. I love trying these things. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush. Now, I don't want this too dark, so I'm just going to really softly, a little bit darker than that, rub this on. Yeah. Oh, this is so pretty. So it's fun just to grab something. I mean, like, you know, I think of half of these things when I'm working on them. Oh, I must have moved it. Oh. So you'll see, I think I moved the stencil. I should not be allowed to talk while I'm doing that. So I'm just going to take this wet Q-tip and get rid of this over a bit. I'm going to dry this off, and I don't actually have to sand it because it's really light. I'm going to take a look here. And if you find that you've done it a little bit too, any of your shading, if you ever think you do it a little bit too dark, just take your sanding block and really lightly, just go like really lightly, go over where you've sanded it, where you've added your distressing. And it takes some away. And then you can always come back and add a little bit more splatter if you like. Which is exactly what I'm going to do, is I'm going to come back and add just a little bit of splatter. Now that I've done the distressing. There. You have artistic privileges. It's so funny. I can't tell you how many times I do something, think, oh, that looks awesome, so happy, yeah, okay, ooh, yeah, I really like that. And then I'll go to repaint it again for a class or something, and I'll think, oh, I wish I had have done this or that, or, you know, I do that all the time. I'm just going to finish letting this dry. We have the house here, but I want to add a little bit of the blue here. I'm just going to add a little bit on this edge too. We got a lot of the splatter, so I don't have to add too much. I'm just really kind of adding a very little bit of it. But I'm also going to bring a little bit of my vintage photo in. Just because this is very white. So I'm just going to add a little bit of it along the edges. Just to dirty it up just a little bit. There. You do the back side of that. Okay. Now I'm going to paint. So this is, you can see here, there's a little knobby right here. So I just have this little round piece of wood. So I'm just going to do it with the white, again, with this milk jug. If I could use some of the paint that I get all over my hands, I would probably never ever run out of paint. have to go over to Deb Antonik's tomorrow to get a hold of her. Hopefully she's not working. Huh? Dry this off and do it again a little bit. Now, to avoid getting, you know, having your hands look like mine, especially if you're doing little pieces like this, you can put them on a piece of tape to do them. And then you don't actually get it all over your hands. But really, would it be me if I did that? Look what the heat gun does on this pad. It actually melts the pad. I still think I need a little bit more. Straight here. Just get all this painting out of the way. I want to do a set of houses too. I'm going to do a set of winter ones. And then I'm going to take this blue, and you can see how I've just gone really lightly just around those edges. So I'm going to do that. And again, it's just really lightly. And if you find you put too much on, just give it a light sanding. Gonna add just a little bit around these edges here. And it's gonna go up in here. Now, the wings I did in just the milk jug again. That'll probably need 2 coats. Now I have a predicament. So see this bird, isn't it cute? I just love this bird. It's so pretty. So I went to get another one to show you what I did. I can't find another one. I might have used actually the last one to make this. So I have a choice. I have this one, or I have the same one as this, but it's a smaller version. Which one, ladies? Which one should I do? The top one or the bottom one? I'm going to let you decide. Which one do you think, ladies? The top or the bottom? I'm going to give away a free set of stamps for everybody who I'm going to pick out of everybody who comments. Top, bottom, top, top. Bottom, top, top. Is my sister still here? Top. I think the top wins. Okay, so it seems that the top wins. Okay, I'll do the top one. Make sure that the wing is good. Okay, so I'll have to do the top one. I am going to randomly draw a name and put it up after the class. I'll get Roxanne or Ross to help me randomly draw it. And then I'll put it up in the group, and I'm going to send someone a free set of stamps. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. And what I did was I took the blue again, and I just painted it on. You can use actually one of these too. I think I need a little bit more of the blue. So this is again the Folk Art Chalk Paint Sage. Such a pretty, pretty color. I always think of sage as being kind of a, you know, bluey green. I think this is quite more on the blue side, but not as much as the Deco Art Vintage. Make sure this is all on. Okay, I'm just going to dry this off. Is vintage? No, vintage is one of their chalk paints. I think I have one here. They come in containers. Oh, this is actually it. See, this is the Deco Art Vintage. And it's the Deco Art's chalk paint, one of their colors. Just going to dry this. I want to make sure it's good and dry because we're going to wax it. Okay, and we're going to just take the wax and rub it on. And then I'm going to take the milk jug and just do a layer over it. It doesn't have to be really thick. Just want to get that, brush that on. Like that, and I'm going to give that a quick little dry. Darlene, where were you? I just want that paint to dry, and then I'm going to take my sanding block, and instead of scraping it, I'm just going to lightly, really lightly sand it because I want to control how much I take off. A little bit more than if I use the scraper. There, so just by using the sanding block, I could control a little bit more how much I took off. So that's all I'm going to do there. This one, I want to add that little bit of splatter with the blue again. So I still have some left on my brush. So I'm just going to splatter a little bit of that on. Dry it off. See if I can melt some more of this. And then I'm going to take my brush again and just do a little bit of this blue along the edges. And this is that iced spruce. And then we're going to glue this on. I think I'll glue it on like that. See if my glue will work or if I'm going to have to use my glue gun. It is going to work. I'm just going to add a little dab of glue. Put it like this. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, I'm just going to put this over here. What else do I have to do? Oh, so I have the button that's going to go on the bottom here. And all I did was take, has the vintage photo on, distressed ink on it. I'm going to just rub some of it on here. And it just dirties it up a bit. Ages it. Makes it look old. Like me. Now I have this, and I use this as kind of a spacer because you'll see that the bird comes out. And I wanted it to be stable, so I just put a little spacer behind there. But I'm just going to do the tag that says cheap. So now we have Chirp and Cheep. And this was done in the milk jug. Still just using the 2 color scheme on this. So everything is just done in these 2 colors. So if you want to make something, a birdhouse or whatever, if you want to make something like this, just pick 2 colors that you like. You can use any kind of a blue, any kind of a white. You can even go into the greens if you like. If you have some really nice paper, just see what paper works with it. This one, I pulled this blue that I really liked in here, and I did the background of the house in blue. So again, I'm just doing this in milk jug. Dry this off. So I've Chirp, Cheep, and Tweet. Oh, maybe I'll do this one. I'll say this one is Tweet. I'm going to take the brush that I used with the vintage photo on it. And just a little bit go around this edge with it. Like that. And I love these tags. Aren't these just the cutest little tags? And then I'm just going to splatter it with some of the blue. A little bit more. I think I'll do Tweet. I was trying to think of another C word, cheep, chirp, but I couldn't think of it. Cheep, chirp. Can you ladies think of another sound a bird makes that kind of goes with cheep and chirp? Cheep, chirp, and tweet. Do I have to use tweet? I might have to use tweet, right? Okay, so I think I have to use tweet. I cannot think of another one. But I'm going to use the vintage photo just to put it on. So where's my W? W. Here it is. So I'll use Tweet. Tweet, twiddly, twiddle dum. W. E, and, ooh, am I going to get the T in? Ooh, barely. Put put these stamps away. They're so little. I'm just terrified one day I'm going to lose one of them, and it's going to be like a vowel or something, you know, that you need all the time. So I have to be very careful. Okay, put that away. Okay, oh no, I still want to keep the ice spruce out. Now I have these papers, so I have to decide which one I want to use. So, see, these ones don't have enough blue in them. I want one that has a little bit more blue. This is the one I used already. You can also add blue. So I might use this. Nah. Just a minute. I'm trying to think of which one I'm going to use. I think I'll use this one here. As I'm looking at the other birdhouse to see, is this the one I used before? Yes, it is. So I'm not going to use that one. I already used it. I'm going to use... I love this orangey color. Doesn't it remind you of the ones I did with the sunflowers? So pretty. Maybe I'll use this one because, yes, I think I'll use this one. And then I can add a bit of my own blue to it too. Okay, so I actually want to tear this. So I'm going to come down the sides, and I'm not using water on this at this time. I have to fiddle dick with it. I'm just going to rip it. Just rip up these sides. I can't tell you how long it takes for me to get all this paint off of me. By the time I'm ready to, by the time I'm finished the class and I get it cleaned up down here and everything put away, and I go to wash my hands, and I just think to myself, my Lord, woman, how do you get so dirty? Love the papers. Where may they be purchased? Well, Joyce, they may be purchased on Temu. Or from me. I always buy a bunch extra in case anybody wants them. I have lots of the birds left. I'm going to be putting them up because I bought so many packages of them because I'm going to be using them for a bunch of things. But I'm going to put some up on the website because I really did buy a lot of them. You know, the bees. Okay. Make sure I ripped it enough. Out here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to distress these edges a little bit, and I'm going to use the blue iced spruce. And I'm just going to go around the edges here. I don't want to bring it in too much, so I need to, I'll just guide it with my finger so it really just kind of goes along that edge. So you can see there's a little bit of blue that was already in here. I think I might just add a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to take my Mod Podge. Oh, it's brand new. So I'm going to take my Mod Podge. You just get one of my brushes here. Come here, you. Okay. I'm going to put some on here. And some on the back of here. Come here, you. I'm going to just glue this on. I just want to go over these edges like this. Now you can use a brayer, you can use a credit card to roll this down. Just going to use my brayer and make sure that I have this nice and flat. Just going to dry this off. And then when I dry it off, I'm just going to make sure that I have these edges of the paper distressed enough. And then we're going to do a little bit of splatter of white on it. I know there are many that won't order from Temu, but that's where I can get the best prices for everybody. So, and I don't mind ordering craft supplies from them. I'm just going to come back and make sure that these edges, some of these edges are a little white. I'm just going to come back. Just add a little bit more blue on some of these edges. Now this one had a lot more kind of white and off-white on it, so I did not have to splatter this one. This one has a little bit deeper color, so I'm going to splatter this one. And I'm going to splatter it with the white, or the milk jug. Just to soften it up a little bit. I could even do kind of a little wash over it if I wanted, but I think this is all I'm going to need. I'm just going to dry these little dots up. And we're going to put this all together. And it comes together so quickly. Make sure it's good and dry. So the roof will go on like this, but I took a little bit of, you know me, detail. So I took some Excelsior. My girl Claudia is sending me some more, her and her sweet, sweet hubby. So I took some of this Excelsior and I glued it down here, and then I glued the roof on. Just have to be careful that you don't use too much or the roof isn't going to stick. It's just going to stick to this Excelsior. Where's my glue gun? So I've taken the glue gun. I better might need a little bit more of this. And kind of putting it on like that. And then I'm taking the roof right away and pressing down as hard as I can so that I don't leave a, you know, you don't see a space in between the roof and the roof line. I want that to be quite tight in there. And of course, you don't have to do that. I just thought it looked kind of neat. It finished it off really nicely, adding just that little bit of Excelsior under the roof. Put this over here. Now, and then I wanted to do the button and the little tag. So, oh, you know what? Oh, this is a tinier tag. That's why, oh, not that one. That's why I use the tinier tag. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on. Just stick that in there. So just find where you want to put it. I think I'm going to, oops, use my glue. I'm going to glue that on like that. This is one of those little teeny tiny tags. And now we're going to do this, well, call it a nest down here for our bird. So I took some Excelsior. I'm just going to take some Excelsior, and I think I need a little bit more. Like this, and I'm going to tie it in the middle just so it has a good place to a base for it to be glued on. Oh, let's see if I've got some string. There, I have some string right here. So let's just tie this. In the middle. And then I can pull from there. I'm going to cut that. And then just figure out where you want it, how low you want it. I think I'm going to do it about here. Like that. And I'm going to glue that on. I might actually add more Excelsior, I'll see. Just going to make sure that's holding, and then I'm going to take a little bit of cheesecloth. My husband's watching hockey. I think Toronto and Boston are playing. And then I'm going to do 2 little pieces of the cheesecloth. I'm going to stick it in here like that. And then I have these dried flowers. I don't know what they're called. They're called, oh, sorghum. This is my sorghum grass. That's right. Really super cheap. It's like $1.50 for one of these big packages of it. I have tons of these packages because I don't always use Sweet Annie. And this comes in different colors. Every color except the color that Sweet Annie is, right? So I'm just going to take some of these. Rip them off. Reminds me of wheat. Okay. I'm just going to cut this down a bit. See where I want to put them. I think I want to put them under the cheesecloth. I'm just going to add a few in. And then a few under here. Probably going to end up cutting this cheesecloth a bit. It's a little bit longer than I like. And I think I'm going to cut this a little bit. And you can just cut it right across and then just pull it a little bit. You know, kind of rip it. Okay, now I'm going to take this button and I want to put it down a little bit lower. So I just want to see where I want to put my bird. So I'm going to glue this on. I'm going to do it right at the base there. Just right in the middle, above, you know, above your bow, right here. And that's just going to make sure that our bird has a place. So I'm going to put the glue right on that little knob. And the bird on it. And that'll just secure the bird, and now it's quite three-dimensional. And then I'm going to take my button. I'm going to glue it right in there, like that. And I think I might take just a little bit more Excelsior. I might make a little kind of gather it in the middle there, the bottom. And just add maybe a little bit more Excelsior in there. There. And we have this sweet, sweet birdhouse. Isn't that absolutely adorable? Move this out of the way. You can see it where it's not all covered in Excelsior and stuff. Throw this away. There, look at that. Isn't that adorable? So we have Cheep and Tweet. So yeah, these are our two little bird houses. But it's so nice just by doing just a really soft wash that you can get this this really aged effect to it without having to do a whole lot to it, just by adding a couple washes. But see how pretty they are? Wouldn't those look really cute in your house? Yeah, I really like those. I'm just going to come back up to me and rotate me. Am I covered in, do I have paint all over me? Well, I usually do. I usually am covered in paint everywhere, not just, unfortunately, my hands. But I usually have them all over my face too. I hope you guys enjoyed the class today and our little bird houses. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Mary. You can use Chirp. Oh, Chirp. What did I use on the other one? Oh, I did, but I used CHIRP. Is it CHURP? I always thought it was CHIRP. But we do. We have Chirp. This one is Chirp. This is the original one. This one we'll be doing in Deb Paint Swimsy, and this is the one we have the kit for. And then Cheep and Tweet. Cheep and Tweet. I think they are just so cute, so pretty. Now I have to find a place to put them in my house. And I will, because I really like them. Oops, coming up here. Thank you, Dorinda. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I am going to have... Oh, Peep is another. Peep. Okay. I'll remember Peep for my next one. Yeah, so I'm going to put up our hobby horse. So the hobby horse, the hobby horse is going up. I'm going to do the video of it tomorrow or Saturday, not sure. But I am going to, with all the instructions and everything on it. For those, again, for you, those of you that have ordered this or want to order it, it is going, I am going to put them up. I think I'll put them up tonight. So if you ask me to hold on to them, you can just go ahead and order it, okay? And then I'll get them mailed off as soon as I get back so that you'll have them in time for the class. I want to make sure you have them in time for the class. I think that's it. But I'll probably come on and, you know, do a little live and say hi and just make sure everybody knows that I'm gone and what's going on for next week. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. I'll be thinking of you. Would you hold one of each for me, please? One of each what? You mean these ones, Dorinda? This is mine. This one has a little crack in it, so I'm going to use this one for the class. Is this the one? Bye-bye. You can message me, Dorinda, okay? Anyway, thanks, everybody. I will come on and over the next couple of days, probably a couple times, and just say hi to everybody. I'll be thinking of you all when I'm in Vegas. Actually, I might not. I shouldn't say that because I might not be thinking of you all. But I'll talk to everybody later. Thanks a lot for watching the class tonight. Talk to you later. Bye.